Rita ma'am. Sunil, good morning. Dheeraj, good morning. Today we have really a very good and very interesting subject to discuss out here. We will start in the next 5 minutes time so that we honor the people who are in time. That's very important. Chetan, good morning. Thanks for joining us today. Hi Rajesh, good morning. AB sir, good morning. Good morning, Anpati. Arul sir, can you please check your sound because sound is going to everybody is the sound reaching everybody or no? Nobody is able to hear the sound.
It's good.
It's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 AB sir, can you please check? Thank you. Thank you, Satish. Thank you, Kalai. It's our pleasure at Atkonnectt to see people joining us today, and we have really a really interesting subject called the niche. That is the only thing probably we miss every time and everywhere. We really don't understand how to find the niche. Thank you so much. Good morning, Rakesh. Yeah, now people. Just 2 minutes more and we will start our session. Thank you so much. Shia, good morning. Thanks for joining us. Lovely to see people from BNI joining us, from my own BNI. One more minute to go. Yeah, let's start. Good morning. Good to go, Achal. Good to go. Okay, so today our topic is niche. That is a topic which we have decided from the series of topics which we were actually doing it from the last 2 months. So today we will be discussing about a product called niche and why should people buy from you. Now everybody wants to come to the business and thinks that he is delivering the best product. But in some cases, people do not actually come back to buy from them. And it is being misunderstood that why people are not buying from them. Either we blame the people who are not buying from us, or we say, maybe, there are a lot of reasons. Maybe my price is high, maybe competition is very strong, or something like that. But is it really true, or there is something hidden in that agenda of why people should buy from you? Okay. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we continue with this webinar. So a slight recap of what we have done in this financial year. On 2nd of April, we have started with the 6 unique ways of influence. On 10th of April, we have discussed about understanding the sales team. There are a few people who are already here and who have been attending these webinars each and every time. In understanding the sales team, we have actually spoken about how many type of people are there in the sales team and whom should do what and what are their probable responsibilities they should carry with them. The third webinar in April was the right recruitment, how to get the right people on the right bus so that it helps us to reach the right place, and finding out the iceberg. The iceberg was a good synonym of a human being. We normally see only 1/10 part of iceberg on the top. And what we don't see is the 9/10 part of that iceberg. So in a human being, what we see is exactly what he expresses or what he shows and what his face talks about. But we really don't know what is the origin and where from it is coming. Where from it is coming. Okay, so that is where we stopped at April. In the month of May, we started on with the 8th May as of how to drive your leads to the success, which is another important aspect in the business. There are a lot of leads which are not even counted, which we forget about it, which we lose in the track. And so are we really focusing on the CRMs to understand where the leads and how to push that leads towards success? That was on 8th May. And today we come to the product called niche. What is the niche in your business which will attract people into your system? On 31st of May, we are going to launch our own website, our pride, what we will show, and it will be a completely interactive. We will wait for 31st May to come through. I will start with a quote from Neil Armstrong. Your best quote that reflects your approach is one small step for a man is equal to one giant leap for a mankind. What a well said quote from Neil Armstrong. So that is how we have decided to start our journey. The word niche. The word niche actually came from the word called nisher, make a nest. So what is that nest? Nest is a very small corner at your home, right? So that home actually is a very, very secluded place. So that is what a niche is called. So niche denotes products, services, or interests that appeal to a small specialized portion of the population. That is what niche is. Correct? So niche can be also defined as a place or a position that particularly appropriate for someone or something. It is not for the mass. It is specially due to very specific and very different from others. Niche often refers to a position that allows something to thrive in only a particular movement. So it is particular, we are actually hinting towards a particular requirement of our clients or customers or guests, whatever we call them. So a perfect example of a niche is like a little window seat in a house which is tucked near the corner. That's his niche, please. That's my nest. That's the nest. So that is what niche. So let's go forward. What we see here is basically a 6 steps, okay, of niche. How a niche is arrived one by one, starting from the mastery of the different aspects, going to how the niche actually helps to develop a commercial, profitable enterprise, and that where niche comes into the picture. Now, dear friends, I am not going to discuss about all the 6 steps how to develop a business. That is another subject which will come in some another day. But there, the niche stands at the second level of your business category. After the niche is settled, then only we can go step by step up and up to find out the other part, find out the synergy, and from the synergy to the results. Okay. So the action coach definition of a niche. Now, a little bit of myself. My name is Kaushik Chandra, and I am a certified action coach, business coach. And I follow the principles laid down by our action coach team, Mr. Brad Sugars, who is the founder of him. Action was founded in the year 1993, and today we are present in 85 countries, working with around 1,000 people or coaches across the world. So we are working together around 35,000 clients all across the world to coach our principles. So as defined by action coach, what is a niche? Niche is nothing but a no price competition. Now here I want to say something. We say no price competition is actually a very difficult subject. We have to always go across the competition. But I can tell you, there is basically, we always think that the customers leaves us maybe because he gets the best price somewhere else. But experiences and surveys says that customer not always leaves us because of the price. They leaves us in the search of comfort, where they get a better person to address to his problems and his issues and his requirements. So a particular survey says conducted that puts price into the 10% of the reasons for which we think that we are losing customers. Okay. For example, I think many of us, goes down to the showrooms or to the departmental stores to buy something. Now, if you go to Raymond to buy a piece of clothing for you or a suit length for you, how you feel? Don't you feel very much proud to be there because there are people who are taking care of you? But the same type of suit length is also found in the nearest departmental store or in the nearest clothing store. But when you see the attitude, when you understand the attitude, the difference of the attitude of the person sitting in the Raymond showroom and sitting in the clothing store, you are driven actually towards the Raymond store because of the behavior of the salesperson, of the ambience, and how actually the person is trying to understand what is your liking. That brings you much closer to that shop. So it is not the price, and many of times we pay more at shops because we like to go to that shop. So it is not always price which brings the customers to your place. Okay. So that is what it is. So as niche is actually not a price competition, it is something else. Let's see what is there. Creating a niche is actually creating a unique selling proposition. Somebody says previously it was known as unique selling price. No, it is no more the unique selling price. Now it is a unique selling plan, or maybe the unique selling proposition as you think, and the guarantee which I stand behind the customer even if there is a problem with him. That is what today our customers, our clients, our guests look into it. Now, in some industries, they call customers as guests, like in hospitality industry. So I'm using the word guest. In our industry, we call customers as clients. We don't tell them, we don't talk to them as customers, but in other FMCGs and other industries, they are known as customers. It's basically the shift of people from the range of prospects to customers or to a client or to a guest. So today, how the niche is created is basically by creating the unique selling proposition or the unique selling plan supported by guarantee of what? Guarantee of good services, guarantee of good products, and guarantee of after sales services. Yes, we are there whenever there is a problem. This simple line, this simple statement brings our client, our guests, our customers back to our premises. Believe me, and that is what it happens. So going forward, when we talk about, niche is all what it does actually, what a niche does. Niche actually creates a system, a well set up system, which delivers savings for ourselves. It saves our time, it saves our energy, and it saves money. So here in Action Coach and Atkonnectt, we believe system is nothing but saving yourself time, energy, and money. That is what happens when a particular niche of your business has been set at its place. Correct? So till then, everything was fine. I mean, people are coming to the business, they're buying something, they're going away. But when there is another business of your same type which you're doing comes to the next door, the problem starts. There, the comparison starts. And there, the system starts saving your business. How you set up the system to help the people to look after the requirement and how to promise guarantee towards them. Okay, now we have been 15 minutes talking. Let's have a small tea break on this while we play a game. Let's play a game. There are one or two games out there. Let's play one or two like that so that it keeps our mind moving. Okay, so let's play. It's a small exercise and we need to draw 4 straight lines without picking up the phone. Can anybody let us know how it is doing? Can anybody put in the chat how you can actually draw 4 straight lines without picking up your phone? Come on, friends, let's do something. Let's do some exercise because otherwise it becomes a monologue, and really a monologue doesn't work at all. Yeah, definitely with pen, you can just tell how to go from which. You can put it in by folding paper, okay. Connecting 4 connect dots. Come on, let's put the 4 dots at your own place, at your own sheets, and then try clockwise or counterclockwise from all corners. Are you trying it there? If you're trying it there, then it will happen without picking up the pen from the piece of paper. Connecting dots. Going out of the boundary, Partho. Okay. That's great, Partho. Going out of the boundary, thinking something different. 3, 2, 1, 4, 7. Okay, going to the diagonal first and then go to the boundary. Ma'am, you're really near to it. Yeah, that's great. Let me check. Okay, how to go about it. So, one line without stopping, continue here. Without stopping, we continue there. 1, 2, 3, and the fourth one is there itself. So this is how it has been, how you can draw it. That's the arrow, that's the niche where you can go by drawing 4 straight lines without picking up the phone. Let's find out another game. How do we draw 5 straight lines without picking up the phone? Come on, let's put it in the chat box. How do we do it? How we can draw 5 straight lines without picking up the pen? Webinars are really something. Sometimes it becomes very boring. But looking into that, I thought, okay, let me put up some games, and I've been struggling to put up these games in the webinar. So I need your support to understand whether the games are actually okay or not. If the games are not okay, next time I will try something else. Okay. So the question is how to draw 5 straight lines without picking up the phone. Is anybody trying at his own place? Okay, let's try. Okay, now let me put it there. Okay, let me put it there. One line, the first line, the second line, the third line, the fourth line, and there goes the fifth line. Okay, so I repeat once more. I start from the left, go up, go down, go still down, and then join the corner, joining the 5 lines together. Okay, fine. So these are 2 games, how to join the dots and go ahead. Okay, so I will show you once more which has been prepared. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there we go, the fifth one. So these are the type of games which have been first time put inside a webinar to make you understand that, okay, webinar is not only a one way, let's do something to make it more interesting. Anyway, thank you so much for staring at us, and then we get into the subject again once more. What are your moments of truth? Now, what are moments of truth actually? It's very interesting. What are moments of truth? Yes, I'm getting some questions on the text. I will definitely answer these questions once this, webinar is over. We will be there in the system to answer all the questions coming up so that, it becomes interactive. Thank you very much for understanding, and let me continue on this. So what are your moments of truth? The moments of truth are those points which makes you actually think how to create your niche. Where are you going wrong? How you can actually impress people through your services. So that is the moments of truth, and it is not a really a different task, but it is very difficult task because we normally try to avoid this exercise. I don't know why. We normally try to avoid this exercise to find out what are the moments of truth, what are the areas where we should improve, and very few people I have come across who actually puts it down one by one to find out what are the areas of development. Okay. So if you can list at least 3 moments of truth of your business to start with, it will actually help you to understand and move forward step by step. Before going ahead in any other decision or any other conclusion to say that why I am not getting the business which I am desiring for, we should first list down the 3 moments of truth of the business and find out how easily or how well we can actually take care of them. That's very important. It's a very true. Nobody can stop it. Customers always expects you to be better. Nobody can stop it. This is that way only. So we can't do anything. The first step, the second step, and the third step right now is the only way of keeping innovative, putting in innovative ideas inside the system so that, customers get their expectations one by one. So we started talking about the moments of truth, finding out, and then we came to the position where we are trying to innovate new ideas, new thoughts, new way of providing services, delivering products to actually reach the place where the customer's expectations. So reaching customers' expectations has become a very, very important tool today. Hence, let's keep innovating. There's one more study which we have found. Every businessman today wants unique customers, like every businesses today wants unique employees. They should not have any previous experiences of our business. They should be new. Are we actually looking for only new customers who have not seen our services? Are we afraid of people who has come to our offices previously or has taken services from us? That is a question, why we always try to find out the new customers and why we are not able to leverage 100% of our old customers. So I got this slate board in one of the images, and I wanted to talk about this. And we found out people leave us. Why? There are reasons why people leave our businesses sometimes. 1% is for death. 3% of our customers, of our clients, or our guests, they move houses from one place to one locality to another locality. They don't get an opportunity to come back to your shop, to come back to your business, to take your services. Maybe 5% of our clients, of our guests or our customers, they get another place to buy the product. Friendship comes into the picture. Attachment comes into the picture. Why we go back to the same place to buy our regular needs? Why we go back to the same shop to buy our stuff? Why we don't explore each and every shop of the locality to buy our stuff? Think it. The answer will be with you only. There is something not in the product. There is something not in the price. But yes, there is something with the man with we are interacting in that particular premises, in that particular shop. The way he understands, the way he reacts, and the way he delivers. There we lose some people, of course. 9%, yes, we cannot avoid to say that, price is not a factor. Price is somewhere there is a factor, because we know for losing people, 10% of the people move from us because of the price. So 9% of our people who leaving us are being sold by our competitions. They are buying something else. A lot of things are available on the Facebook. A lot of things are available. People get cheated a lot of times, but still they buy it. That's fine. Okay, it has to be there. It's a part of the system. 14% buy different products in a different price. But 68% goes away from us because of perceived indifferences. Probably there can be many reasons of perceived indifference when we actually shift our interest, why we don't go back to the same shop where we were going back till today. There's some has to be something. It is not the price. It is somewhere in the human relationship. The niche. The niche has changed. Somebody is giving me better service. The niche has been created there. The niche has shifted to that premises. And hence, the customer, the client, and the guest also move to that same place. Everybody moves out for a better service, for a better relationship, a better product, and of course, a better guarantee. Let's see how we have, why we lose these people, 68% people, which is a major difference, which brings a major difference of perceived indifference. So what we came out with this thought is that when we start losing people, sometimes when we start doing good business, we actually don't care. You didn't care that people are going away. We didn't have any track record that people are going away. They went away slowly, because we always concentrated on people coming in. We are happy new people are coming in, business is happening, but we have never actually focused on those people which are actually moving away from our network. We lost the data. You actually lost the data of your old clients, customers, or guests. In some cases, the ego in ourselves doesn't help us to reapproach them to find out why they went away. Why they went away. It was price, it was the approach, or why? Why we were reluctant. You were reluctant to reapproach the people who went away from your business. It's 68% of your business. If you go back and find out in your shop, in your offices, you will find that the gold moved away and you are always hunting for new gold. It's always better to keep on farming the people who are already there with you, which will keep on adding as a loyalty to you. Can you believe it? You have lost so many clients, customers, and guests. And you know what happened? The example which I found out last night is it was only perceived indifferences. It somehow came into the picture. It somehow became bigger than what we thought. And then we start losing them. We don't understand. As if a carpet is pulled down from his feet, and suddenly you find that you are not there. Every time, every moment, you are trying to find out a new customer. You're always hunting. My friends, hunting does not take you too far. It's only farming which will take you too far. Only farming can take you to the place where you want to be. And because of these perceived indifferences, because of these reasons, and because of this ego, a product which stays in our mind for a long time and which makes us equal to God only. Ego, E-G-O, is nothing but it makes us feel that equal to God only. Whatever I do is the best. Whoever goes away, it is all because his problem that he's going away. Let's check on that and see what has happened to this organization. A burning example before us. We just lost it. They have just lost the crowd. They didn't understand what people are wanting. Do you agree? Can I see somebody buzzing on the chat whether you agree to this or not, or whether you have got something else to say also? Please. That will make things interesting whether you agree to it or not. One point of time when we started our mobile, when we started filling our mobile, Nokia was the only thing. And then suddenly today, it is nowhere. Where they lost, why they lost, that's where the question is. And but ultimately they lost. Today we talk about Samsung, we talk about Redmi, we talk about so many type of, but we don't find Nokia mobile phones, we don't find Motorola mobile phones. They are not there anymore. Somebody has shifted their business profile, but one thing which everybody in common has lost is the data. They were not able to understand what they can give back to the people. Yes, BlackBerry too. I like that word. I like that word, penny wise, pound foolish. Yes. Hunting does not take you very long. It's farming only which will actually pull you up to the place where you want to be. Thank you for your support and thinking on the chat box. Let me go to the next one. Winning customer services, most important factor. Consistency, whether we are consistent or not. I have seen a lot of companies today bringing up some product. It is not moving, it is not being accepted by the people. So change it, go to the different strategy. Every quarterly keeps on changing strategies inside the organization, outside the organization. The world, the universe becomes confused. Man, what he's trying to do? Where is the consistency? Where is the consistency? We are not finding that company as in totality. The company itself is making us, it is making it difficult to buy. And that's why also people leave. Everybody, whether it is a B2B or it's a B2C, consistency plus easy to buy gives the wow factor. And that is another niche which we need to look at, the wow factor. Because they are the ambassadors for your organization. They are the people who talk about you in the organization. In this regard, if you allow me to go a little off track, I have seen a lot of people changing manpower after every 6 months. He's not getting the wow factor from that employee. But how it happens? Because, and why the employee leaves? Because the employee is not able to find out the consistency in the process of the organization. They get puzzled, they don't understand it. And that's why, there is a big saying about it. People join an organization by seeing the vision. People leave the organization by seeing the boss. Anyway, I don't want to go off track. Now, it's the wow factor because they are the ambassadors. If they are not happy with your services, with your consistency, and the way you help them to buy easily, they are not going to spread the words. Okay, let's go ahead and find out. Are you really delivering consistently? Moments of truth. Are you delivering consistently? Are you looking at them consistently? Are you analyzing where you are going wrong? There are so many times we see that, he's a bad customer, moving away. I mean, let's find out why he's a bad customer. Why shall be a customer bad? Yes, there are one or two people who doesn't pay you. That is fine. That is different. We have got one webinar in the slate which will talk about 4 different categories of customers. That's different. There are some people who do not pay you. They are different, but not all. So The most important moment of truth is to find out, are we delivering consistently? Because consistency is the only foundation of healthy growth. That's the only thing. And that brings trust. And trust develops bond between the organization and their customers, their clients, and their guests. There are so many dots in the universe. So each one of us has to actually keep on joining it. Consistency, moments of truth, trust, wow factor, all together makes an organization a place for a good employees, a place for good, loyal customers also to be. That's how a family is made up. Okay, let's check out some niches and how we see them. Can you help me understanding what is the niche of KFC? What is the niche of KFC? Why people go back to KFC every time? And how does it keep on attracting people? Perfect, consistent taste, column consistency, family atmosphere, yes, of course, quality, advertising strategy for family, yes. That is how we found them. And we know wherever we go for a KFC in whichever part of the world, the taste might be the same. Why people get into the Amazon and why we are so much filled up with Amazon? Because we get all products in one platform, and Amazon has given us that easy to buy factor. And there can be a lot of controversy within Amazon's way of working and the retail market way of working. But what we are trying to say here is basically to find out why they have become and what is the USP they have created. Fulfillment assured by Amazon. We get everything. Whatever we want to find, we get everything. Apne Amazon, correct. People are making business, people are blaming Amazon, but same people are also making business in Amazon. That's the most fantastic part of it. It never disappoints, correct? It never disappoints. And if you don't like it, you can also give it back. It disappoints only the retail market. Now, what is the modus operandi of Amazon vis-a-vis what is happening with the retail market? That's a different discussions. We're not getting into it. Here, we are only talking about the niche of these particular organizations. I come to the other company called BNI, an organization, a networking organization. Why? What is the USP of BNI? People in BNI keeps on giving references, businesses, without looking back at what they will get. I'm also a part of a BNI. I'm a proud member of a BNI Exponential, and I found how relentlessly people keeps on giving references and starts helping people. One information in the BNI group makes the entire BNI fraternity stand on their feet to help that guy. Awesome. And that's why more and more people are joining BNI, and today we are at 10,000 plus chapters there. Nearly in in the BNI Exponential chapter, we have seen 404 crores of business from the day of inception. How they are hand-holding each other and helping each other to get business. That is what BNI is. Netmeds. Now let's discuss about Netmeds. Anybody of you are using Netmeds? Can I see in the chat if anybody is using Netmeds, because I am using it. There are some medicines which are not available in the market and the doctor writes something, I get it from Netmeds. NetMed is another organization which has helped people to get discounts in medicines which we never thought of. And it is completely delivered, properly packed, properly billed invoices. There is no chance of not getting an invoice. You get it at your doorstep. That is the niche. Today, I think 30% of the population is trying to shift to NetMeds, though it is very much concerned in the bigger cities or in the two-tier cities. It has not gone down deeply inside it, but it is really making a mark. A second-hand car business, first choice. What was their USP? What was their niche? Why people went on to Mahindra first choice initially? I think I'm talking about 2007 to 2011, they were into roading business. The guarantee. Today, a lot of people have come into it. True value has come after that. But Mahindra first choice was the organization where they used to give any second-hand car at a price. I will not say right price or low price or good price or whatever it is, at a price, and supported by guarantee. They used to buy car, check it, taste, and keep it properly, keep it running, and then they should sell it with the proper paper documents. I am one of the customers of first choice, and I've seen the service. It is really, really mind-blowing. Coming back to the two small companies, not small companies, to Indian companies, which I am currently watching them very closely, that is Vestige and Modicare. Both the companies are above 700 crores today. What are their USP? You sit at home, you get everything. And when you get everything, you also get incentives for that. That is their USP. Housewives, unemployed people in the second tier city, three tier city, fourth tier cities, deep down any villages are making money for their families by being a member of Vestige Modicare. And of course, Amway is also there because we're talking about so many multinational companies. Hence, I didn't take the name of Amway. We wanted to talk about the more Indian companies here, Vestige, Modicare. In the similar way, we can also talk about McDonald's. We can also talk about, pizzas and everything. So every organization has been running on certain niche, due to which people get attracted towards them. And we every time went back to these places looking for that same thing. So the consistency is the most important thing. The easy to buy is another important thing. And that gives a wow factor. Okay, if I want to have a snack, let me call up KFC and get it through. If I want to get my business in the second level, yes, let me talk to the BNI and let me be a part of it. Maybe it can help me out. If I want to buy something which is not available, let me check it out in Amazon. And believe me, Amazon has become a platform for several organizations for an advertisement of their product line. So there are different USPs, there are different niches of all these organizations which keeps on attracting people for that particular reason. So we have to look into that. Have you found your niche? Most important, the biggest question, the most relevant question today, have you found out your niche, whether it is in your business or in your personal life, which will help people to come to you to buy your business? That is very important. Before asking or demanding anything from the universe, we can always think of finding out whether I do have a niche or not, whether I can give something different to my client, to my customer, or to my guests, which is different from the my neighbor. That's what it is. Because these customers, these clients, and these guests is an advocate. They are advocate for you. If they will be an advocate for you if they are telling others about you. And why they will tell about you? Because you have given them that wow factor, because you have given them the best of the services, because you have given them that ease of buying, you have given them a consistent support, a consistent delivery, and that's why they became an advocate of yours. So they will talk about you. Let's talk about another organization called FedEx. What they do and what is their motto in their business. They want customers to stay, to say, and of course pay, because only the customers who are staying with you will say about you. The customers who does not stay with you will never say about you, and that's the business. So that's the advocating. That's how they advocate your business. That's how they speak about your business. So FedEx lesson is they want customers to stay, to say, and then also to pay, because without pay, it doesn't become a customer, of course. Rather than customers who just walks in and squawks and bark. It's not good enough to be a customer. Okay, it's a very simple thing. They want customers to say, to stay, to say, and to pay, rather than walk, squawk, or bark. And I think this is good for every businesses all across categories and all across countries, all across places. This is the one thing which each one of us has to follow and keep it with us, to make them stay with us, to make them say about us, and of course to pay us, instead of just coming in, squawking and barking and moving out. Okay, I go back to the same word. Are we really hunting? Is there is a game of hunting? Are we really hunting, or are we farming? Because farming only gives consistency in your business. Hunting, of course, is required. Without hunting, your growth doesn't happen. But without farming, also the growth doesn't happen, and farming becomes easier because there is somebody who has already tested your services, who already taken your services. Okay, I've got a caution out here. The caution is very interesting. Let me check. Stagnation of niche. I may be good at something right now, but I may not be good at that same thing 2 months later or 2 years later, because somebody will always copy what I'm doing. So the niche has to be changed. In this chapter, I will bring you a very live example through which I myself has gone through in my life, in my career. So, and I understood that stagnation of niche is one of the death sentence of an organization. I was the best does not mean that I am the best. 5 years before, that was my niche. Today, it may not be my niche. I need to change my niche from time to time because the market changes, the competition changes, the want of the people changes, and customers always wants us to be different, and their expectations are very high. That's the most important thing. Absolutely right. What got you here will not take you there. Satish, it is a really good statement, and this statement was by you know whom? By Goldsmith. So let me go ahead. What are the two examples which I've seen and I've felt it and I've gone through that? How the stagnation of niche has actually killed an organization and helped another organization to grow. Okay, let's think about that. So, who is that organization I'm talking about? I'm talking about a very big organization called Hewlett Packard in the printing services. And Hewlett Packard and the printing services were known for their laser printers. The entire country was into laser printing. And they were the king in printing that point of time. In every office, photocopier, everywhere down the corner from A class city to the D class city, everywhere HP was the king because it allowed people to refill their ink tanks. So people were getting a cheaper rate of printing, and customers was able to buy a print at less than a rupee at one point of time. But what happened? The company didn't get the revenue. Way back in 1997, 1998, there was a printer called 1012 by HP, which was an inkjet printer. And whenever the printer, the ink used to get exhausted, people used to go to the nearest shop and get it refilled by a fraudulent ink supplier. And we were not very much sure about that quality because that time quality was not that important in the general category of people. So HP remained there. But as a company, they went on draining themselves out because selling a printer was not the revenue. Selling the ink was the revenue, and which the company was not getting because of the market. People were using HP printers because they were able to get it refilled. And who stood against it was an organization which I really owe a lot, is Epson. Epson went on suffering during that time selling inkjet printers because it was very costly, and Epson never believed in fraudulent inks. They always believed in original ink, and original ink has to be costlier than your fraudulent inks. So the time was coming when the niche of HP was getting stagnated, and Epson brought the change there. They brought original tank with an original ink to run the printers, and the game changed. People need not go to any down the line shop in any lane to refill their ink tank. It was originally available and today also is available. I think a lot of you are using Epson printers. In a lot of homes there are Epson printers, and there is no spilling of ink here and there. It is very clean, very neat, and it really gives a good print of colors and black and white. Why? Because the niche changed. What the niche changed? Epson had the niche of using only small cartridges with original ink. So what they have done, they took out the cartridge from the system and they put out a tank system which has got the original ink only. So they have got something different in that niche segment. After that, there were a lot of people followed, and a lot of people, Canon followed out or some other followed out, but the niche was changed by Epson, and hence they are now today cheaper even than laser printing also. Anyway, we are not trying to promote any organization here. I have only put up the example because I was involved at that time of change of niche, how the stagnation of niche changed into a different productivity of an organization. That's all, my dear friends. We are at Atkonnectt Redefining Businesses, have conceived the novel vision 2 years back to create a world abundance through business re-education. We at Atkonnectt work together with the business owners on a systematic one-to-one basis, in some cases in a group coaching also, to take you to the next level and achieve your outcomes organically by bringing the necessary changes within the system, within your team, and within your thought process. Our key focus: strategy planning, sales team, sales and marketing, systems optimization, team development, and hence the last word is the profitability, without which nothing actually remains. That is the only thing which people look into it. Thank you so much. Get in touch. The numbers are here. The email ID is here. And we are also present at the social media, in the Facebook, Instagram, as well as the Google. Okay. Thank you so much. Our next engagement, I would like to declare every time, and so this time also, but this time it is something very different. This is the time we are launching our www.atkonnectt.com, our website. We were waiting for a day, and the day is 31st of May 2021 at 9 p.m. So, my friends, who would like to wish us and shower us with your blessings can join us for 30 minutes to understand that how we have developed our first website to take the journey forward. Thank you so much. Let me go back to the questions and answer them. Utsal, can we take the questions, please? So here I can see, suppose I have arranged a meeting with my client for building site visit on Saturday, and he cannot make time in working days. But what if the client goes to another place before visiting me and the deal has been transferred? Janak, this is a very general thing. I mean, nobody is bound to us. It is how we actually talk to them and how we actually convince them will only keep the client, the to be client with us. If you have arranged a meeting with your client for a building site to visit on Saturday, it is always possible that he will go to another place to check your price, and probably he is doing that. So where is the problem? Even after visiting you, after meeting with you also, he would have gone somewhere else. So I don't think that we should get afraid about this any point of time that, my prospect is going to some other place as a prospect. They will go. Let them go. Your niche will bring him back to you. That is what it is. Did I answer you, Janet? Any other questions? You can raise your hand. You can be unmuted. You can raise your hands. We will unmute you. If there are any other questions coming up, please let us know. Okay. Now I have got a question for all of you. Yeah, Chetan, would love to have the previous session recordings, or if those are planned again, will definitely attend. Um, Chetan, I have never thought of recording. I will check because I think that whatever comes out on a particular session, it comes out on that particular day. Though, if you want to have a one-to-one session with me, we can definitely do that. Okay, I will take you through that sessions whenever possible, whenever it is possible for you to take through. Surely. Thank you, Balraj, to be here. Nice to see you here, my old friends. Value addition is the key for any niche with affordable cost to the clients. Let's stick to us. What say? Yeah, good. It's really interesting. Value addition is the key for any niche. Of course, your niche is created only by value addition, and that gives your customer a reason to stay with us. Absolutely. Everything which brings the customer to you is a value addition of the niche. and then only the niche actually gets to you. Absolutely said, Kalai. That's perfectly okay. Any more questions? If you can all put the questions in the question that, in the, you create a niche, you believe in it. How do you rationally judge whether it is real or a myth or yours? Ma'am, it's a really great question. Again, you create a niche, you believe in it. That's most important, first of all. When you created a niche and you believed in it, that's all. That's what is important. And when you really believe in it, the universe brings you people who understand that niche. And it has to be real. There is nothing wrong in it. Because your niche, the niche keeps on changing from time to time, depending upon the situations on the marketplace. For some time, for some period of time, one of your product will have a niche, that is the USP, the unique selling proposition of that particular product. But in due course of time, when there are competitions, you really have to tweak on niche to get those people burning with you, because everybody is wanting something unique every time. But I do really regard this, when you create a niche and you believe in it, and if you really believe in it, it is there and people go about it. Yeah, we will share the website launch because we have got all your email IDs. So we will not spam you over, over your mobiles. We will always send the website launch link to your email IDs within a day. It is there already within a day. Anilji, what is the paradigm paralysis? Would you like to unmute yourself and help us know about it? Because I am not aware of it. Vatsal, can you help Mr. Anil Girimaji to unmute himself, and then let him talk about it. Anilji, please. You can unmute yourself. Hello. Anilji, please unmute. Yeah, you have unmuted. Yeah, tell us.
Can you hear me, sir?
Everybody can hear you.
Okay, good afternoon. Yeah, okay. No, there are some big organizations which usually go through this paralysis. So I thought it was a very funny word, paradigm paralysis.
Yeah.
So if you can throw some light on this.
Why not you? As I told you that I am not very sure about this analogy of these words. So why not you? Exactly, I understood something, but why not you? We will be always very happy to hear from you.
See, what I know is paradigm is a way of thinking.
Yes.
Now, when that freezes, you don't change your point of view. You're like a stuck record.
Yeah.
I think, and that is not good for
paralysis. It becomes a paralysis.
Yes, in long term, this is not good.
Of course, it's like, when we have been doing a lot of good things in the past, and then we start barking on the past glory, right? We say that. Absolutely. Don't bark upon your past glory. Yes. Because you need to change yourself, and that's why I mentioned that word of stagnation of niche. At some point of time, that particular property would have helped you, but today you need to change. Your thought process has to change. It's a different journey every time. You're absolutely right, Anilji. We need to change our journey from time to time. The way of thinking, the way of everything has to change. The way of delivery, everything has to change. Thank you so much, Anilji.
My pleasure, sir.
Ganapati, I just started a new service industry. Congratulations, and basically dealing with all electronic gadgets services need, be it laptops, mobiles, printers. Thought of keeping diagnosis part free as our niche. Yes, it's a very good idea. If it has not been given free with everybody, and if you can really put it in writing, you can make it a Google form and then send it back to the customer. Okay, we have received your laptop serial number so and so. This is the problem in that, and this is the estimated cost in that, and be clear about it. It's really, really good thought. Please go ahead. It will really help you. This type of exercises really help you. You will get more clients to your place. Absolutely. Yes, a very good step. Ganapati, where is this business? Where are you from? Hello. Ganapati, you want to say something? Where are you from actually? I think it's not there.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from Bangalore, sir.
You're from Bangalore. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, you're from Banashankari.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was working in an organization before this stint, and our office was in Banashankari.
Okay. It's in Banshankari, second stage near police station.
Oh, great. We were only there that time. We were only there that time.
BDA complex.
So it's Ganapati, it's a very good step to give a free diagnosis to your clients.
Okay.
Because they are getting an honest feedback from your organization, which they will carry with them, which they will tell people. Yes, of course, at the back end, there will be an expenditure. You can perceive as an expenditure. But initially, when we have started this new service industry, and I'm sorry to say, the service industry has been abused like anything. A lot of people have cheated a lot of people. But if you can really come out differently in this subject with your own niche and honestly keep it live, I'm sure you will get more and more clients with you.
That's what my thought actually. So there are some. I came from service industry in all my this thing.
Okay.
My ex company, I was in holding a directorship where we used to service multi-brand laptops. Okay, then we had a niche like free pickup and delivery.
Oh,
so,
okay.
So that was this thing. So I thought instead of giving a pickup delivery free, we'll give a diagnosis free. So nowadays this fuel charges going up day by day. Let us change over to this particular thing. So
very good thought.
So diagnosis, let us keep it as a transparent.
Very good thought. Very good thought. Thank you, Ganapati, to be here with us today. Chetan, you want to tell something? Yes, Chetan. You can unmute yourself and talk. Okay, not at this moment. Thank you. So any questions, anything which is there in your mind, you can always, send those questions back to us. We will definitely try to answer you as per your requirement. Yeah. Rita ma'am, please unmute yourself. We would love to hear you.
I was just thinking that, can you hear me?
Yeah, sure. Loud and clear.
I was just thinking that we all know that we have to change our niche, but when and how do you decide that now it's time to change the niche before it gets too late?
Okay. Very interesting part. And I was thinking of making this statement also during my webinar, but somehow I skipped it and you got it there. So we talked about changing the niche at a particular time. The question is when to do it. If we are using a CRM, a system, a CRM. Hello?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
If somehow you have got a system which is in the form of a CRM, and you know exactly what is the flow of the customers from which area and for what reason. Okay. And if you see there is a drift of these type of people to some other aspects, or they are not buying from you or not in touch with you for a long time, you need to have a system to find out them and ask them why they are not coming. This will let us know that there is a requirement of a change in our niche, because in the entire business fraternity, things are changing very fast. Today, what I'm doing right now, maybe today we are talking about a webinar, maybe 1 year later, webinar will not be of so use. I need to change. Today, while talking in a webinar, we see a lot of people coming up. Some people, they want to understand, they will be talking, but maybe tomorrow or sometime later, there will be a different way of expressing. So the niche, understanding the change, the time of change depends upon the flow of the same people coming down to your organization. We can always, and it's a feeling, ma'am. It's a feeling. We'll find definitely. There are people who continuously come to you and they buy from you, your products or your services. But at some point of time, you will see that they are drifted to somewhere else. And then you will automatically find out what is the reason. That reason will help you to understand whether you need to change the niche or not, or some alteration needs to be there. And actually, that is the system which will help you, the creativity will help you to find out what he's doing on that, why he's not coming back to us, and what he's not doing. Is it clear, ma'am?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Any more questions? 5 minutes to go. If you want any more questions to be asked, please, we are there. Have I missed anybody's questions? I'm seeing there are so many questions. Let me just check. Ganpati, I missed one of your questions. How exactly we can hold our existing customers? Some lights on this point. Holding back our existing customer is called retention. So please unmute.
Yes.
You can unmute.
Yeah,
Let me understand what is your idea first.
Yes. Retention only.
Yeah, retention. What is?
Say, normally what happens, once they take the service, they don't require service very near future.
Correct.
Maybe it can hold for another year or so.
Mm-hmm.
But they won't turn out even after a year or 2 years also.
Mm-hmm.
What could be the these things? So is there any?
Ganpati, have you ever tried to understand your engagement with your customers? How do you engage your customers with you? They have come down to you, they have taken your services, they have repaired their laptops or mobiles or whatever it is, and they have gone.
Yes.
After that, what have you done to engage them with you? Because there are so many Ganapatis in the market, right?
Yes.
So how this Ganpati will be different from another Ganapati?
One is we need to take the feedbacks.
Correct.
That is one thing. And if they're satisfied, ask them to refer some more family.
Exactly. Your referral. He is your referral customer.
Yeah. So,
he has to be a referral customer. Today, that is the worth of your organization, of your effort.
Yes.
Your business may change, but your customers will not change. And if your intention is right, the same customers will keep on buying. So whatever you do the business.
So that
God forbid your business should not change. It should carry on like this. But Engaging the customers is the most important thing. Your existing customers, remember one thing, if you do bad, it will spiral it out in the 90 kilometers per speed. If you're doing good, it will only spiral out at 10 kilometers per speed. So you have to propel it out.
Yeah.
Your unhappy customers as well as your happy customers, both the customers has to be there.
Yes, yes.
You have to be in touch with both of them. In fact, your unhappy customers are your real gold.
True.
Because that is the thing which have been going on. That is the 68%.
Yeah.
Okay, so that becomes the more important factor with you. So keep on engaging your customers. Now, when you are asking referral from your customers, what do you get back to your existing customer?
Yeah.
You can at least give back a good Parker pen.
Yes.
You can give back a good Bentley tie, which doesn't cost so much.
Mm.
You can give back, yearly. You can give them back. Don't give them diaries because diaries is very common.
Mm.
Okay, give back something which they will keep with them, and they see it every day.
Yeah.
So there is a process of retention of people, and that is an art. Okay,
Yeah.
so use that art to retain them, to communicate with them, send them informations about a new laptop, about something new coming up, any new development in the market, and the engagement continues.
Mm-hmm. True.
Was I able to give you the answer?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Ma'am, at what time do you really feel the business coach? Anytime. Whenever you feel like you need somebody beside you to give you a push and to give you a support, you require a business coach. Every big businesses, they always go along with a business coach. There is one more question out there. Thank you, Rita ma'am. Okay, so any more questions? So you can put it on the email if you want to put any other questions. We are open, and my number was there, and the email ID was also there. Please feel free to put up questions so that we understand that you are more interested in that, and would love to see you, the close people, in our launching date of our website, our own website, our Pehchan. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. I hope I have not missed any questions. Let me just check up once more. No, I have not. Thank you. Here we go. Let's close down. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you. Have a nice weekend. Take care. Thank you, Chetan. Vatsal, we can move on. Yeah.